Um, I guess Heather?
Sounds good.
Perfect. Do you already have access to his sheet?
Yep.
Okay. Then why don't we go ahead and have everyone roll for initiative as we get into summarizing what happened last game?
Drop kicked Durgar off a platform. And things got more
Yep.
fun from there.
The infiltration of the mines began in earnest.
We are Valor Company, and we have fun here.
Was that all that happened? Oh, actually, you know what? Let's start over. I won't say the DM forgot to hit record, but for posterity's sake.
Smooth.
Yeah. So what happened last game? Aside from drop kicking a Duergar off of a very high platform.
Oh boy, what happened last game? We checked
Say
out
and
the...
Jaeger stealth took out 2 guards. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, the first use of stealth takedowns.
And if I recall correctly, then Felix convinced Elaine to disguise himself as well, just like Felix did. And they went up to convince, hopefully, both Duergar to come back across the bridge to do more stealth takeouts. But alas, only one fell for it, and so Elaine stayed behind with that guy while Felix did their magics, and things kind of went from there since that was the go sign.
Yeah, I don't remember whose idea it was exactly, but Elaine's was...
It was Elaine's.
Was it his?
Sure was.
Oh, that's why he thought it was brilliant.
I think Twinkle might have suggested, like, going in pairs and being guards from outside.
Oh, I think he did remind them that, I don't know. It was it was a brilliant idea, and it was executed well. And it was timed with the Duergar drop kick, if I recall correctly. So things kicked off pretty swiftly. What happened next?
Let's see. After the drop kick, some of the hostages, the travelers, some of the people who were basically enslaved, started hiding Sei, who revealed herself. Sei discovered the blacksmith from the refuge had some leaderly qualities, and started talking shop with him. Learned about some goblins. Found out that, they're maybe not too happy about this whole situation either, but something about a queen and retaliation if they don't comply. A couple other Duergar started to notice things. 2 guards noticed Felix. Some shenanigans happened. Some banishing happened. I think one may have gotten shot. I think one got shot and one got knocked out. Another one in the distance got beamed upside the head with a nice shiny stone of Felix's using the catapult spell, I think.
Correct.
Follow through after that. Cece has blue screen, but she should be back soon. Following that, we discovered that there were more hostages that were being kept in the northwest side of the caves. They didn't have much information, but they were eager to get out. And so Felix was like, "Hi, hello, you guys should go." So it seems like there's a band of people preparing to escape. Meanwhile, invisibly, Jaeger sussed out some things happening in another crook of the caves. Found a bunch of Duergar, found a particularly imposing one with them, and hatched a plan with Kanani to get the jump on them. Shenanigans happened. There was a fireball. He is mad. We don't know how many Duergar were harmed in the making of this fireball, but we did hear some grumbling from that imposing figure, suggesting that perhaps they are not finished.
Okay, I think that was a pretty good recap. Covered pretty much everything that occurred. So at the end of last session, as the fireball blew up in the narrow confines of the room and Konane hastily retreated out of line of sight. What did we lose this time?
CC has blue screen.
Oh. She just now disconnected from Discord? That's weird.
Yeah. Oh, skip that.
Skip that?
Sorry, I gotta do some tech stuff. Proceed without me, please.
Okay. So with the fireball detonating, a lot of Duergar angry or dead or likely both. Yeah, there was an imposing growl and a challenge from the room as the Duergar that might actually be the foreman of the mines growled out some instructions. And that's kind of where last game left off, with at least some of the Duergar in the mine well and truly aware that something is going on. And Valor Company aware that they may have angered someone.
It's kind of what we do these days.
Yeah. And that is where we enter into tonight's game with initiative rolled and combat kicking off as Valor Company deals with the latest threat to oppose them inside of this little room.
We are so far away from combat. Felix and I are so far away from combat.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
We'll be there eventually.
Speaking of, the first person up, and forgive me as I drag things out just a little bit to give time for CC to join us and for the baby to go to bed. First up is Elaine. With the fireball going off, there are echoes of shouts that carry up from the base of the mine. Hard to tell if they have to do with the fireball or not, but chances are that there's some overlap there, as it seems either the fireball or the falling Duergar bodies have alerted someone that something is going on. So with Elaine over here, I believe last game Elaine and someone else was made invisible, weren't they? Was that Elaine and Konane that were invisible?
Konani is no longer invisible. Elaine still is.
Okay, so Elaine is invisible and he's near to say, so he's going to... Speaking doesn't break basic invisibility, does it?
No.
It's just actions, right?
Just attacking.
Attacks or casting spells.
Perfect. So he is going to kind of stage whisper to say, All right, it looks like we are doing something. Where would you have me?
That depends. How squishy are you? You know what? Just stay out here and make sure no one escapes. Perhaps shoot anyone who comes out with, pew pews. If she makes like a spell, like casting motion with her hand.
That can be done. And he's going to use his action to head further down the rail track that encircles the mine to kind of keep an eye on anything coming up from below as well as anything up top. And he's going to hold his staff at a ready position, and he's going to prepare an attack, prepare an Eldritch Blast for the moment he sees an enemy emerge. So, there we go. Which would now bring things to Jaeger.
Alright, Jaeger wants to switch spaces with Kanane. Can't really do anything from there.
Well, technically, you can occupy the same space as an ally.
I can't end my turn there.
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah, which is the issue, because I would like Jaeger to how about this? Jaeger's gonna physically pull Kanane back and switch spaces with him.
I'll allow it. Karnane's willing, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Konane, on your turn, we'll just deduct 5 feet of movement from you, and we'll say that you guys switch.
Alright, there for the thing. And Jaeger's going to prepare a good old basic attack for the first person that sticks their head out.
Okay, holding an attack.
Yep, just holding an attack.
All right. Now, if I recall correctly, Jaeger, you had Comprehend Languages up, and Felix had Tongues up last game. Are those concentration spells, or are they just active until they fade?
Comprehend languages is not what you call it. So it's still up.
Likewise, tongues is not concentration and is good for an hour.
All right, perfect. What's the duration on Comprehend Languages, Jaeger?
Checking.
1 hour.
All right. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't something like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Jaeger, you being close enough, you hear auto-magically translated from Undercommon. All right, you lot, get to work. I'll rouse the others. Oh, that's too piratey. I gotta work on that. So he's gonna go here. Jaeger, you hear the grinding of stone. And that's it. It is now Kanane's turn.
So I forgot that I took Spell Sniper.
Good thing to remember.
I can move a little bit into Jaeger's square and cast something, right?
Yeah, you just can't end your turn on the square.
Yeah. So she'll move over one and see 2 of the Duergar still over there, right?
You see who you can see. Those you can see are still up.
Alrighty, so I'm going to have her. I'm gonna twin spell Firebolt, so they'll each get hit with a I'm gonna twin spell Eldritch Blast, because then they'll get hit with 2 Eldritch Blasts each.
Did I suddenly jump or something?
Okay.
You must have dropped.
Sorry. My bag of dice was still closed. I thought I opened it.
All good.
Alright, the first one is an at 20.
Starting the night
Nice.
strong, I see.
One in the pool, everybody.
And who are you aiming at?
The closest one.
Okay.
So that's...
And you have
10.
to do another roll for the second attack, right?
Yeah.
+9 to hit.
All right, go ahead and make your attack rolls, and then we'll start calculating damage.
And what'd you shoot?
So someone mark that there's one nat 20 in the pool.
Sorry, Rob was looking at my sheet and it changes what I'm viewing because...
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, I was in the middle of reading something. Alright, so... Alright, so 14 on die plus 9, so that is 23 to
Yep.
hit.
That would hit.
Alright. Should I roll damage for the first guy, or do you want me to roll
Yeah,
all my hits?
let's roll damage for the first guy, and then we'll deal with the secondary spell.
Alrighty, so...
For the
He
crit,
gets... Yeah, he gets at least 10 damage plus an additional d10. So that's a total of 14 force damage for the first one.
okay.
And for the second one... Yeah, I don't think there's any pluses for Eldritch Blast. So the second one is 7 force damage, so that's
Oof.
21 total force damage.
Both blasts just slam into him, scouring the side of his face, and he is staggering drunkenly in place. Doesn't look like he fully comprehends what hits him, and doesn't look good at all. On his last legs, you might say.
That's fine. I'm gonna aim for the other one now. A little farther back.
Go for it.
Is a 26 hit?
Yeah. And then roll for your second shot.
Another nat 20.
2 in the pool.
Oh boy! Alright, so off the bat he gets 10 plus 8, so that's 18 force plus an additional 2. So he gets 20 force damage.
Much like the first one, you let off 2 sizzling bolts of eldritch energy, and they leave the second Duergar reeling. Also seems like he's on his last legs.
Alright, so with that, Kanani will hop back into her square behind Jaeger. I have softened them up a bit for you.
Jaeger gives a thumbs up.
And that will end her turn.
Alright, so Say is up, followed by Taliesin.
Yeah, so she's just gonna slip around that corner. Wrong button.
Say you see ahead of you what looked like it might have been a office in a well chiseled stone room that is a kind of a burning mess right now. Charred wood, blackened stone, and armored Duergar just kind of reeling in recovery.
Yeah, why don't I do something dumb? Let's do
You could walk on the ceiling.
I could. I could. How high are the walls in which? How high of a movement speed will it take me in order to get to the ceiling?
I would say a vertical walk to get on the ceiling. It's going to be about 10 feet up.
Cool. Then I'm going to climb up the ceiling.
Okay. We'll flip your token upside down to indicate you're on the ceiling.
Fair.
We can actually mark elevation on their token?
Sure can.
Oh, that's so good.
So using my dash action, or bonus action, dash, because I'm a rogue.
Now the office room in here, the ceiling does slope further upward for another 5 feet, so it's about 15 feet of space in here. So once you cross into the cave proper, you'll be 15 feet up.
There. So that puts me way up on the ceiling, 15 feet up, so probably tall enough that these Duergar can't reach me. But also very visible because I am. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him in the face. You said there was one that looked bigger than the others?
There was, but you do not see any such Duergar in the room.
Ah, shit. That motherfucker.
You do see that of the standing Duergar, only the one, that is the only one that looks like he got off pretty well so far. The other three look really bad.
Sorry, I'm just double checking. Yeah, I'm a fighter. I have multi-attack. I'm gonna hit this guy, this uninjured guy.
Okay.
With a gun. I'm just gonna shoot him.
Go for it. I just noticed that all the Duergar go after Valor Company. That does not bode well for them.
They're dead.
It's fine. This is fine.
You also notice two other dead Duergar in the room that look pretty fried crispy. They're not wearing any armor. They look like they might have been servants of some kind.
Alright, 24 to hit, 8 damage.
Definitely hit.
Second attack.
Go for it. First kind of makes him stagger a little bit.
.28 to hit, 14 damage.
How much?
14.
14, and the second is a headshot.
And then because she's feeling extra, Sei is going to use her action surge.
Alrighty.
And run up that passage. To try and find... Ugh, I hate the circle thing.
Circle thing?
Yeah, there's a button where if I hit... Because I can't move and talk at the same time because of my hotkeys.
Oh.
Got it. Alright, and you sprint over to the stairs on the far side of the room.
Yeah.
Got it.
Don't see anything out of it. Don't see anything out of it though, so I'm just gonna... That's my action surge because that's a bonus action and dash, so...
These Duergar are so fucking confused. There's an elf on the ceiling, there's shit coming out of spells getting hit on them.
Loud noises as Sei's gun echoes throughout the cavern. Or wait, no, you've got
No,
the...
she's got the pew pew
I
on.
got pew pews on.
Alright, it's silence pew pews.
Yeah, like in the movies.
All right, so Taliesin is up.
I moved to
Move
there.
to there.
Oh,
Oh,
goody.
goody.
There are two assholes
still in range.
Yeah, they-
Kanani
not
is not
either.
an asshole.
I mean, it depends who you ask.
Actually, she probably is. Never mind. Go on.
Let's see. I didn't go off that. Make sure I still have this ready.
Those two are very beaten up, so I think even if you blow on them, they will die.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing that I can do will probably definitely kill them, but it's going to be very obvious to the rest of the world.
Is
So
there
that's not a
explosion?
good idea.
Might as well
be.
Already
wasted a Guardian of Nature.
Man.
Man.
Is your nature form still active?
Nope.
It lasts for a minute.
And it took us
more than a minute.
Yeah, that's why I was
very sad that I didn't get to use it. God, stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna use my. I'm going to once again be using my Guardian of Nature tree form.
Are you certain you want to use that now?
No,
but I also, I do have my bow out. I can at least take a shot at one of the fuckwads. So I will
As a
not.
fellow druid player, I can assure you, you may want to hold on to that one past this encounter.
Let's see. There's my longbow. Where the hell's the rolls? Does a 24 hit?
Yeah. Which one did you aim at? Yeah, he's dead.
This one.
King.
There we go.
Because
That's definitely one that I have a good line of sight shot at.
Yeah, he's dead.
Dead.
Okay.
Okay.
I will then
reach up, touch my earring, and say, I can see one still alive at the back of the room.
I can't do anything.
I can't do anything.
And that's my turn.
Where the hell did they run to?
Okay. And at the end of Talison's turn, it is Felix with Kunkel on deck.
Okay. Felix can't see anything from where they are, so they will bonus action face step to get there.
Oof.
Oh, I always forget that I can measure and move literally at the same time. That's alright. Can I move across this,
Yeah, that bridge is actually above you.
Okay, cool. So that was bonus action. We'll use their move. Oh, that's cool. It tells me when I'm out of movement. Good work, Foundry. We'll keep on trucking with my movement. That's Mason Rockwell. I can only see. I was gonna say I can only see friendlies, but who's this guy up on the bridge?
He's one of the Duergar that you guys knocked out earlier.
Okay, so he's not doing anything annoying right now.
No, he's taking a painful nap.
Felix is unbothered by that. So not being able to do anything, see anyone who is. Wait, are these guys? These two in front of Emmet? Are those enemies? Or...
Friendlies.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they're the strange-looking little creatures, but
Okay.
They are in the same kind of raggedy clothing and mining equipment that the others are.
Oh, I'm sorry. Everybody is showing up with a. I thought the red highlight was significant, but apparently it's not. So Felix is going to check some ranges, having now run into a place where maybe he can't do the thing that he was. Yeah, that's fine.
You also have a good vantage to peer
fabulous.
down into the mine as well.
do I have to use my action if I want to peer down into the mine, or can I use my action for something else and use my passive to notice anything that might be happening down there?
You can make a free perception check.
Okay. I will roll that, and then perception will be dirty 20, and
Okay.
with my action, I am going to, because I would have done this anyway, going to first level bless on who could I reach? I could reach Klinkle, Kanane, and Taliesin. So the three of you have a D4 for saves and attack rolls.
All right. So what you see from your position as you bless your allies and peer down into the mine, you can see on the next level below you there is a platform around the central pillar with a bridge leading off to the side of the cave. There are a trio of Duergar who are hurriedly moving across the bridge that seem to be on alarm. On that same level across the cavern, you can see a Taskmaster has paused to look away from his work group to kind of see what's going on across the cavern. And down below, you see just moving out of sight behind the pillar and ducking underneath a wooden rail bridge on the very base of the mine level is a very large humanoid shape trailed by a handful of smaller dwarven shapes.
And remind me how far down they are?
100 feet-ish.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right, Twinkle's up, and Alistair's on deck.
Well, they seem to have that corner taken care of, and I still don't know where this goes or comes from. So I'm going to scramble up this hill. Probably taking double movement for that hill?
Give me an athletics check.
That's a 7.
Oh, I'm going to say to get to the top, it's going to take half your movement.
Less than I actually was planning on giving to that movement.
Happy accident.
But 3 spaces to get here, and I'm gonna prep some. You know what? Duergar and acid bombs have gone hand in hand for me, so I'm gonna prep some acid bombs in case anyone possible comes coming out of that hallway.
Okay. You ready some bombs to toss in Duergar faces. All right, Alistair.
Alright, I'm going to use a bonus action to command Emmett. Alright, follow Taliesin. He tells you to do something, do it. If anything comes near him, hit it. And I'm going to follow after Felix, because that's worked out pretty well so far. I'm going to use 30 feet of movement, hold an action to... I'm going to hold the blunt bolt. If a creature appears within range, I will shoot it. That would be my turn, and Emmett will use his movement to try to get closer to Taliesin. Emmett will use his action to double move, putting himself right next to Tally. Turn.
Oh my god, the 2 of the Duergar survived their turns.
They won't be up for long.
They get to do one thing before they die. Alright, so this guy... he's seen, a bunch of shit just happened. So he is going to use his bonus action, and with a incomprehensible cry, he suddenly doubles in size.
Oh,
I actually need 2 hands for this move, Cat. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And he is going to pull out his short sword and let's see, which direction is he going to move in? Yeah, he's going to go after Sei. What the hell? I'm not sure how he lost sight, but... Alright. So he is now a large creature. He is going to try and hop and take a slice at Sei.
What an amusing mental image.
Get down!
Alright, first attack is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, and that is going to be, let me make sure I understand this right, with the enlarge effect up. Ah, okay, it's the second one it looks like. Alright, so that would be a total of 10 damage from the first attack, and the second attack is also a 21, and that is also 10 damage. Oof.
Okie dokie.
And that's his turn. His compatriots will
You
also
both have
bonus
toys.
action
Chill.
enlarge. Okay, so to the best of their knowledge, they saw fire come from that direction and then an elf come in shooting things and running across the ceiling. So he's going to assume that Sei is the threat right now. And he's going to move up to attack you next to his companion.
As he should.
Kite like the wind!
Two of them together activate their phalanx formation, so he attacks with his sword at advantage. Okay, both those attacks hit. They're well over 20. And that is going to be 21 damage total. And that's it for them. So as they move to attack the only threat that they can see, Elaine has been waiting, has seen no enemies, so he's going to move over to the edge and kind of peer down into the mine. I think the masters of this place are alerted to our presence. Are there anyone left in there, or has anyone heard from Sei?
There's two!
Oh, there she is. Actually, does Elaine have an earring?
Nope, but Sei can shout real loud. She's a
Are we
Mareki.
shouting? It is a game.
She's not hiding. She's not stealthed.
She can as he asks if anyone has heard from Sei, Sei shouts.
Alternatively, we could just play telephone with someone who does have an earring next to Elaine.
However you would like to proceed. Sei, you can communicate if you like.
Sei will just put a hand to her ring. By the way, they get bigger and they can reach the ceiling. Just, for your information.
She's on the
Elaine.
ceiling.
He's on the ceiling and they got bigger.
Oh, that is alarming. He is going to As he sees people mobilizing, he's going to move further down the ramp to prepare to intercept anyone who happens to come up. That will be it for him. Jaeger, you are up.
All right. Everybody, he looks around the corner. No one's there. He runs into the room.
Isn't
Pretty-
Jaeger still invisible?
Yep.
You go in the car.
You can still run though.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying.
Indeed. See shit happening. Those two are dead. Okay.
So in that room, Jaeger, when you peer inside, you do see 2 are dead. You do see in the back corner 2 have gotten larger than you. But the big one that you had originally seen in there is nowhere to be seen.
Okay. He pops Rage on the way in, and as they're focused on Say, Jaeger's gonna attack the one that he can actually get to. Advantage. So that's 15 to hit.
Fifth advantage, are you using reckless attack?
No, but Say's right there.
Oh, right, flanking, yep. Okay, so a 15. The Duergar, after slicing at Say, actually, he wouldn't know that you're coming.
Yeah, because I'm also invisible until this point.
Let me see here. Okay, even without his shield, his AC would still be high enough. But there is 2 in the pool if you want to try re-rolling for a higher number.
No. Do it? Okay.
I mean, there's 2.
And
All
every
right.
roll increases your odds of getting another one. But not this
17.
time. Well, it would just be a re-roll into the
Oh.
13, so.
Okay.
So you get over and you go to swipe at him, but you see him turn slightly, not look at you, but kind of like cock his head to the side, and he turns in a way that your blow glances off their shield, and now they look at your direction as you become visible from your attack. It seems that even though he didn't know you were there, the Duergar might be familiar with invisible tactics, and he kind of caught wind of your arrival.
Alright, well, I do have an extra attack. We're gonna do that. $26
Oh
to
yeah,
hit.
that definitely hits.
Made him look at me so I can bash him in the face.
And bash you do, as he lowers his shield to get a better look at you, and on the cross swing, you bring the Warhammer across the side of his face, you hear a crunch, and he collapses and shrinks to the ground dead.
Alright. And that will be Jaeger's turn.
Alright. So after you, so Felix, you're close enough to the edge that you hear a shout from the level below. Kind of echoey, hard to make out, but riding that dirty 20 from above, you can hear the words of someone shouting, "Rouse the rest of the guards. We are under attack." And that's it for that turn. Konane, you are up with Say on deck.
Do I go in the room or do I run somewhere else?
Where do I go now?
I've been debating that the entire time. Well, I got my mage armor on. I should be fine, maybe. Can I sneak there?
Sneak? Yeah, roll a stealth check. Roll for sneak.
That's a 17.
All right. You sneak forward and you see a room full of dead Duergar and one very wounded Duergar that has just finished swiping at Say and is turning to regard you and Jaeger as his partner dies beside him.
Hey, I'm gonna. How bad does he look?
He looks bad.
All right, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
19 on die, so 19 plus 9, that's a 28 to hit.
Yeah, he goes down. He was riding a 2.
Well, he's now riding a dead. Right, and I guess I'll move the rest of my movement since everything else is dead in here, and move up next to Jaeger. Wait. Is that... Yeah. I went 10. Yeah, I can move there. Okay. And that'll end my turn. I'll stick around with Jaeger.
Alright.
Did we hear what direction that guy was yelling from?
From where you are, you heard the initial yell from inside the room, but the second one that Felix heard is beyond your hearing.
Okay.
So from your perspective, you've seen these Duergar go down as you raced across the room, but you haven't spotted anyone that was noticeably bigger until those 2 Duergar got really big.
Can I look around the room to see if there's any sort of, like, alarm system or, door that we didn't notice or something like that?
Sure. Do you want to just take a look with perception, or do you want to search with investigation?
Perception.
All right. Give me a perception check. All right, with a 14. You take a moment, kind of the adrenaline pulsing in your ears as you look around the room to see if there's anything you might have missed. Everything's kind of a mess because of the fireball that detonated in the center. Most of the furniture seems relatively untouched, just scorched since most of it is stone. But any papers are burning, and any woodwork is scorched. Everything looks slightly askew. Everything looks a little scorched. Even the torch bracket seems slightly off-centered.
This one near me?
Yeah.
I think for shits and giggles, I'm gonna go fuck with it. And if it takes my turn, it takes my turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over and just twist it.
Yeah, like give it a twist or...
There's a rumbling sound below you as the rock wall recedes, and you reveal a secret passage directly beneath you. It reveals a narrow staircase that winds down into darkness. But what you've got, you've got dark vision, so the darkness doesn't bother you. But it definitely looks like a secret passage.
I found a door. Perhaps we should go down it?
Because it sounds like there's lots more of them. Or maybe not lots more, but maybe just enthusiastic. I don't really know, but it sounds like they definitely know we're here.
I imagine this is the
they
exit.
probably knew we were here anyway. That's not really news, but that's exciting. I was just wondering if there's a good way down.
I think this is our fast way down, yes.
I mean, second fastest, but safer than the first fastest.
We have feather fall.
Are you suggesting we jump?
I wasn't just anything. I was just talking about what's fast. I don't know if there's
Okay.
all faster than running downstairs.
I mean, I've got Featherfall.
Guess who doesn't have it prepared today?
Same.
This guy.
Guess who can
DM
hear
is
wagging their eyebrows?
running downstairs or Featherfall faster, do I know? I mean, I know which one takes more turns, but that's a different question.
Felix would know that the quickest way to get down from somewhere is to jump. Not always the safest way, but Felix is familiar with Featherfall, so if you guys jumped with Featherfall, yeah, you'd get to the bottom of the mines really quickly and really safely. Without Featherfall, jumping's probably a really bad idea. But you also know that while those stairs go down, the ramp, the slope of the path along the inner walls of this mine also spirals down. So you've got 3 ways to go down.
So, shall we just do this rather mechanically and just work our way down each level?
Whichever way kills them better.
Secret door!
Secret door it is!
Secret door!
You just like the secret door.
Yes! It's a secret
Oh.
and a door.
Someone
Okay.
was decisive and we're going with it. And then Say's gonna
I'm not opposed. I like secret doors too.
While they're debating on secret doors, it's bugging me to not know where the hell this hallway goes, so I'm gonna go peek at it and see where it leads.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Oh, we left initiative. Whoops.
Oh,
I was just noticing that too.
oh yeah. I thought it
Yeah.
was still my turn.
Yeah, no. With that final encounter done, initiative kind of broke. I broke it while everyone was chatting because it seemed like a natural point for everyone to kind of interact and move about.
Linka, how did you come through that?
What's in the secret hallway?
I do not know secrets.
Say's gonna dismount from the wall carefully so she doesn't hurt herself.
I'm gonna grab my ear.
Taliesin and
Grab my
Felix
ear.
hear a voice from nowhere as Elaine has backtracked. Oh, it looks like they've seen us. There's
Yeah,
one across the way.
They definitely have seen us. That's why they were saying they've seen us.
I can draw attention.
Draw attention.
Hannah remembers someone saying that the giant is maybe not well treated by the Durgar, but Hannah does not remember if Felix heard that. Does anyone remember if that was openly discussed or if that was said to Say while Say was not with the rest of the group?
I believe Mason Rockwell, who's conveniently right there, had mentioned that to Say, and Jaeger was nearby overhearing it, and Say had mentioned over the earrings that the giant may or may not be an enemy or an ally.
Yeah, she would have warned everyone just to be prepared that we might not want to do combat with a giant if we don't have to.
Okay,
Yeah, she did
Felix will have a
Yeah,
thing.
she did.
We'll,
mention that.
we'll chill because there were some other people who were doing things like that at first.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot over to Mason to have a quick chat at him.
Oh,
He's right
he's over by
He's
Felix
right here.
and Elaine.
Oh,
There you go.
in that
Really
case.
quickly, I'll just chime
Yeah.
in.
I'll just chime up.
If you guys
If you guys start heading towards the secret passage, I can call in nature. And since they know we're here now, I can distract them with a little bit of thunder and lightning
from
from the central area while I'm in a bat form, and you guys can take up the rear and while they're just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Chaos is our brand.
Absolute chaos.
All right.
Embrace chaos.
All right.
Then,
Then,
once
once everyone is ready to go, let me know, and I will set that off. I don't know how much time. Don't have much time left, I think.
Almost on cue, as you say that, Taliesin, a bell begins to ring in the mine, quickly joined by another.
Alright, since I'll look to Mason. Alright, can you get yourself, your people, and the weird the weird gnomes out of here, and find a place not too far away that we can send all the other survivors we find out?
That's not a problem at all. I can get them moving, but the rest of my people, the travelers, they're further down.
Oh, we'll get them. That's the plan. That's why we said all of the nice bells. Take your pickaxes and hammers and all that, though, just in case.
All right, we'll do as you say. If you can, look for Vada. She's the blacksmith, a dragonborn. She's a strong fighter and a feisty one. I'm sure she'd love to get some revenge against these fools.
She'll stick out. I will keep an eye out for her.
He will nod and start trotting over to the others, raising his voice and commanding them to get moving to the front, to the entrance.
Do I still see the giant, or the very large thing that may or may not be a giant?
With the giant on your mind, you're inclined to believe that it was a giant that you saw. You're catching sight on the bottom level, what does appear to be a giant starting to lumber up the tracks, the slope going along the inside of the mine on the far side. So you see him on the bottom level around here.
Okay. It was about 100 feet down. Is he within, say, 120 feet? Ish?
One second, let's see.
Felix wouldn't actually know, so Felix is going to do the thing anyway. Which is casting
I would say
message.
he's out of reach.
Okay, Felix is going to scamper around. Not actually going across open space. Felix will move on the tracks. And from standing there, we'll cast message to the giant.
Okay.
Hi, please don't squash us. We don't want to have to squash you, and we would like to be friends. But also, we really don't want to get squashed, so please don't when you see strangers. Thank you.
Alright, is message the 25 words, or is it just... Okay.
No,
Sending
message
25.
is... Yeah, message doesn't... It always seems weird to me, doesn't have a word stipulation.
Okay.
It's I mean, it's an action, but Felix can say a lot of words in 6 seconds.
Alright, and you do hear a reply. Kind of a... Oh, how to describe this? A deep, rich voice. Almost seems to echo in your mind in response. A voice fittingly large. I am sorry. I have nothing against you, but my actions are not entirely my own. Stay away if you can.
Oh, maybe message again. Okay, that's good to know. Thanks. Maybe we can help with that. I'll think about it. See what we can do. And then over the earring, we'll communicate. We'll describe the conversation that's just happened and ask the team to please not squash the giant if they can help it, but also please don't get squashed by the giant.
Stay away from the giant.
He's probably got really long arms too.
All right. Well, Felix is sending the message to the giant below. What's everyone scamping around doing?
I'd like to duck into the secret door and just...
Okay.
I'm going to grab the torch off the wall, because I'm blind in the dark, and Just start going through. Start moving.
Yeah,
All right.
Connie's going after him because he shouldn't go alone, even though he has that.
Jaeger's gonna quickly look through these guys' stuff, make sure they don't have anything that might be good.
And
No.
give me a
Like-
quick investigation check, Jaeger.
A little TNT, a little gold.
Cursed gold.
Yeah. Investigation is 13.
13. All right, you do find, since you're moving kind of rapidly, you find the natural armaments that you were prepared to find: short swords, shields, heavy armor. These two, they look like servants. They're not wearing any armor and not carrying any weapons. You find some odds and ends, such as simple jewelry. You find some coin purses. However, the coins that you fish out are all streaked with red metal, something you're familiar with by now. The weapons, it seems like the servants are armed with simple daggers that are, looks like steel, but is streaked with discoloration, not red, just discoloration. Kind of similar to the orc weapons that you saw back in the village, whereas the Duergar guardsmen, their weapons are streaked through with red.
I think it's gonna take those daggers just cause.
Okay.
It might be interesting for Alistair to try to identify later.
Okay, you can add 2 Duergar daggers to your inventory.
Duergar dagger.
Duergar dagger. All right. Say and Taliesin?
I got the edge here and I look down.
The edge here and I look down. Can I actually see any Duergar like milling around down there really quick?
All right. So what you see from there, on the base level, far down over here, you do see a giant climbing up the sloped ramp with a small crowd of Duergar at his back. You also see...
Perfect. That's actually. That's perfect.
That's
That's all I
perfect.
need to see right now.
That's kind of all you see from there. You do see a scattering of people on the first floor, but no one moving up anywhere
Okay.
aside from that group.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do.
So
is
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call lightning,
And it's centered.
just
here.
here,
Or actually, sorry.
centered just
this side.
where I can see it, but it's going to
cover
the entire
area.
area.
Because it's
Oh,
a
the
60
entire
foot.
mine
foot-
shaft.
Yeah,
The entire opening of the mine shaft straight down is now a cloud.
At the very top. It's
At the
10
very
feet
top,
thick.
it's 10 feet thick.
And
And
immediately
cast a lightning bolt down.
Do this
So
to make
let me
sure.
do this to make sure it
Says that I'm
says that I'm
casting a spell.
casting a spell.
So
That first lightning bolt is going directly in the center of the group that is behind the giant, so that it hits the group but not the giant. They all need to make a dexterity save of 15.
Oh god, yeah, it doesn't say how far down the lightning strikes from that cloud.
No,
I mean,
No, it does not.
I've noticed this with Karn. Call lightning is a ridiculously potent spell.
As long as you have
As long as you have a ceiling.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so you're tossing it down in the... God, that's, what's the radius? 60?
Yep, 60.
Yep, 60.
And it'll
Okay, yeah,
And
so that
it'll
encompasses
be-
the whole mine, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Fantastic.
I would suggest moving that over a little bit if you want to hit the group.
Oh, yeah.
Want to kind of overlap the... Actually, no. Based on what I'm seeing with the map layout, that's fine.
Okay. It was supposed to be over, but I accidentally
Okay,
clicked
so
early.
you're casting that
You are
into the
casting.
middle of the group of Duergar behind the giant?
Yeah, behind the giant.
Yeah, behind the giant. I meant it to be over like another spot.
My mouse clicked too early.
My mouse clicked too early.
Okay. So they have to make a dexterity saving throw. This is quite a distance attack. All right. Let's do it. Go ahead and roll damage. And let's see what happens.
Alright.
I'm just gonna stick with the initial damage it listed when the spell was cast, just to be fair.
So it's gonna be
13 lightning damage
if they fail
and half if they succeed.
Spell sniping bastard. Alright, so 13 or half. Definitely, some of them definitely, well, you hit all of them. Some of them look a little more startled than others.
And before they have a chance to really see me, I become a bat again, using my second wild shape, and I am going to fly into the cloud a bit as the bat, and I'll get myself transformed here, so you don't have to worry about that. If I can do this here.
But yeah, it can be someone else's
turn while I change into a bat. I'm going to be moving 30 feet this way.
Yeah. So Elaine is going to start retreating into the room with everyone, still holding on to that precious invisibility.
Yeah, I think I got skipped on accident. I'm gonna head down to the passage as well.
Yep, nope, you weren't skipped. You spoke with Rockwell, and I was circling back just to make sure I knew where you were going.
Oh, okay, because you said Say and Taliesin, and then Taliesin went, and then I didn't.
Yep, yep. So Say is going down with everyone. Klinkle.
I'm guessing this fellow here is one of the guys that want to be actual crew or like soldiers.
Yeah, one of the armored guards.
Quick ruffle through his pockets, because like I don't know if them getting big is like a natural thing, but like, or if there's a ring or a talisman or something I should be looking for, because
That's what he said.
I like that thought of being able to be Big Bird.
Literal Big Bird. Turns yellow.
Investigation.
Okay. One moment.
As I pick him up by his dwarven ankles and shake him.
The visual of that in my mind right now.
Flopping him like a towel that needs to be defurred.
All right. While you're searching that, Alistair, could you do me a favor and click on that stairway to see if it warps you or if it drags you?
Oh, I disappeared. Where'd I go?
It shows you're still on the first level.
There you go.
It warps me.
All right, perfect. All right, so you can position yourselves into that little alcove as you emerge. Klinkle, you find with your investigation check, there doesn't seem to be any immediately noticeable objects of arcane nature on the guard. No rings or talismans or anything that stands out to you as magical jewelry.
How's Emmett coming?
I make
he figured it out.
judgment face and then huff and
Oh shit.
maybe on the way out I'll check again. And head towards the secret door.
Rockwell's band is going. Felix, are you going to follow everyone into the secret room or take a different route?
I'm gonna follow everyone, but first, I am going to start start trying to keep my promise. We'll see. I would like to cast Dispel Magic on the giant.
Oh,
See if I can shot the dark regarding whatever's going on with his free will situation.
Interesting.
Don't know if it's a magical effect, but I got the thing, so we'll see.
Okay. Dispel magic. And the range is 120 feet. Yep. All right. You cast Dispel magic as you watch the giant kind of move up the ramp as lightning strikes among the Duergar right behind him, who are now scrambling around the giant to try and use him as cover as they move up the steps. You don't see the giant pause. You don't see him falter. Give me an Arcana check real quick.
Has it been a minute since I cast Bless? Probably.
Yes.
Probably.
Okay. Then I will guidance myself on the Arcana check if I can pick up my D4. Oof. Are there still 2 in the pool? Or one in the pool?
There's at least one.
I'm gonna steal it.
Definitely one.
Take it. It's all yours.
Oh, that's much better. 21.
21. Okay. All right. This is going to be interesting. I need you to roll. Well, first, what that Arcana check tells you. As you cast Dispel Magic and you feel the effects of the magic latching onto this giant, it doesn't find the target you intended. That is, in aiming at the giant, you don't feel it's connecting with any spell the giant is currently under. But you do feel something on the giant respond to the spell, as though the spell has targeted something the giant might be wearing. And in that regard, I need you to make a... let's see, your spellcasting modifier is Wisdom, right?
For this, yes, this is a cleric spell.
All right, go ahead and make a Wisdom check to see how strong the Dispel magic is against this item.
Ooh, that's real good. 24. Yes, 24.
Oh, geez.
It was a 19 on the die.
All right. You feel that Dispel magic latch on not on the giant, but on something the giant is wearing. And you feel the enchantment kind of resist your magic for a moment and then shatter. The giant does not appear to be aware of anything yet, but your spell definitely had an effect.
Cast message again to the giant. Okay, I think I turned it off, whatever it was. Please don't squish us. Thank you. And, yeah, sorry about the lightning. That wasn't us. Hope you're okay. I mean, that was us, but it wasn't aimed at you. It looked really cool, though, didn't it? And then we'll take off in the secret room after the others.
Felix!
Okay.
It did look really cool. It's undeniable that lightning is really cool.
I mean, as long as it's not red lightning, we're good.
All right, let me check all these things happening in the background.
Do say out loud if Elaine pops his invisibility, because I can totally, like, reduce and enlarge myself. Well, not necessarily myself, but something. And
I don't
Elaine.
double concentration spells.
I don't know where the stairs. I'm supposed to be clicking to go down. Let's see if we can room?
At the top of the little room, there's a little squiggly line.
Oh, thank you. I was just going back and forth in the. Oh, they're tiny. There we go.
Actually, no, they would be useful.
Oh no, you're stuck in a loop. You can use your arrow keys to move as well.
Oh shit, where's he going? Bye.
What?
I don't know, but one Duergar just effed off into the great wild blue yonder.
He banished
Kinda like
himself.
lightning.
He knew what was coming. He just left.
He's like, oh, fuck this, I'm going back to the Shadowfell.
Fuck this shit, Anna.
I mean, reasonable choice.
He made the right decision. I mean,
Those guys are there. All right. I think, yeah, that covers everyone over there. So going back to the front of the group, all of you who head down into this hidden hallway, at the end of the stairs, which wind down not very long, not very far, you find another unlit torch sconce in the wall. And after knowing how to activate the first one, you twist this one and the wall again kind of recedes into the side, and you all begin to pile out into a nook where a minecart is currently being stored. You can hear several bells are now going off. Several alarms are sounding. The light in the cavern is dimmer than usual as there's a roiling thundercloud on the level above you. And that's the current situation you find yourselves as you emerge into this area.
If that's lightning and thunder, something we need to be worried about.
oh, that's just Davison.
Oh, thank
Yes,
goodness.
it isn't red, so
Jaeger's gonna sneak up to the edge of the alcove and try to. I will gladly roll a stealth check if it is needed because he wants to just like peer out and get a lay.
Sure.
Ooh, that's good. 19 on die. 4.
All right.
Sorry.
No worries.
23.
Okay. So you see from your position, let's see what you see. Okay, from your position, you can see off to the left here. You see the rail goes into a carved out little tunnel in the wall where there's a lot of flickering light, and you can hear a lot of commotion and see people moving around inside that area. You see a pair of the small, oddly colored gnomes, kind of carefully emerging, clutching pickaxes and looking very reluctant. They don't seem to have seen you yet, though. You see down below you, the ramp continues to decline down towards the third and bottom level of the mine. You see one Duergar in the distance who seems to be going down to rendezvous with the group coming up the track. And you can see across from where you are, one level down, just now moving into a tunnel, the shape of a giant ducking down, trailing a handful of Duergar who are keeping very close to him, almost using him as cover, as they disappear within a kind of rock tunnel in the wall. I think that's the only things you can see clearly. You can also see several workers, miners down on the first level, and a few Duergar who have not moved from their positions, and the bodies of the two Duergar that were kicked off from the heights up above.
You said it was just one coming up the slope?
There's one going down the slope straight down from you, down in this direction. and then behind the giant moving into the tunnel in the wall, there appeared to be 5 Duergar.
Okay. Jaeger looks around after coming back in, lets them know there's a giant and a Duergar, and then he says there's somebody coming up. He leans on the minecart and kind of gives it a shake. How what's the word? Stationary is that?
Give me... Oh, God. Jaeger would not be too familiar with minecarts, but he has done some traveling on ships and such. Give me a quick investigation check.
I'm going to say, look to see if it has brakes.
I think as Klinkle calls that out behind you, you do not need to make a check. As you see, there is a brake engaged on this. But you do see that the tracks do lead onto the main track, and it does slope downward.
Klinkle, how do your bombs work?
They last a while, and then they go boom. They go boom quicker if the glass breaks.
Post that in Gen Chat.
I meant to.
Well, there's one person coming up. I was thinking to cause some chaos for the other Duergar with the giant. They confuse him while we bum rush him. But if we can just get one person out of the way, that'll be good.
Technically speaking, the minecart's going to get him out of the way no matter what.
Can I disengage the brakes?
Can I, before... I could ride in the minecart and shoot him.
That's a great idea, I say while kneeling down to undo the brakes.
Just jumping in. Fuck it.
Like, Jaeger's still leaning on the cart.
Underground say is a different say.
So I want to be like super sure what's up and down.
It spirals clockwise downward.
Okay.
So one little push will send it down slow.
Okay. So the Duergar.
Oh, he's got his back to you.
All right. So what I see up here, these people.
They're a little further. They're a little upslope from you.
Upslope. Okay. Just making super sure. All right.
It's times like these where I really regret the fact that I don't have access to silence, because we could silence the Minecraft part and just send it on its way.
How do I make this token go behind the party token?
Not sure.
Gotta say, that's just the right amount of carnage.
Well, as he watches Alistair start to undo the brake, I can let this go, but we need to go, what's the phrase? Guns blazing, with a nod to Say.
Say is in the minecart with her gun out. Actually, she's gonna change out for her shotgun.
Just putting this out there, there's a good 10 feet of space in that minecart. So with Say inside, there's still space.
Okay, but that's gonna take him from the people up
I'm gonna
here.
tell Emmett to follow Say.
Okay, cool.
Put Emmett in the back of the cart and just have him have his arms out T-posing. So
He's gonna toboggan it. He's gonna do a luge. He'll push you on the back and then hop in.
I'm thinking that could probably be another person, if we can fit another person in there.
I'm very, very fast, and if I need to run back, I definitely can, especially if Emmett is helping. But if someone wants to come in and shoot things with me, I'm not against it.
Let's see, who among them... Actually, Taliesin, where are you?
Talison's in the electric cloud up above us. Say will just point up at the storm.
Yeah.
He's sniping.
Taliesin cannot reply because he's a bat.
Yeah, Jaeger didn't know that, but...
I assume doing druid bullshit. Alright. 1, 2, 3, go?
1, 2, 3, go.
All right. Alistair disengages the lock. Is this Jaeger and Emmett pushing and Emmett leaping in after Say?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a quick dexterity check for Emmett.
Oh, great. Nat 20. Get
Woo!
So, as it begins to... God, I wish I could get that cart below your tokens. As the cart begins to move and pick up speed, Jaeger, I'm going to say that you end up pushing right around... Yeah, right around there. As it gains speed and kind of leaves your grasp, Emmett, who's still holding on, surprisingly dexterous, more dexterity than he has shown since you've known him. The construct vaults into the minecart behind Say, almost showing a note of excitement if he were an emotive being. But he is not. He is blank-faced the entire time.
Even better.
And that it goes careening down the whatchamacallit, the tracks here. So before I resolve these shenanigans, Taliesin, what are you up to floating around the storm cloud?
So
how
much time is supposed
to pass between everything that they were doing? Because Thundercloud goes off every 6 seconds.
So if it was like
20
seconds,
up to
okay.
So your target's
okay.
below. After they took that initial hit, they all started ducking around the giant to use him as cover. I would say you might be able to get one more shot off at the group of them if you like, before they make it into the tunnel and out of sight.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
That's what I want to do. I'm gonna get.
This will hit the giant as well.
Oh yeah, because they're using
him as cover.
Yeah, they're all staying close to him, so you could probably hit half of them as well as the giant if you target them.
Is there a way?
Since I'm not actively seeing the screen, is there a way that I can hit, like, because it is only a 5-foot radius from where it's him?
Is there a spot
that I can hit that will not hit them, not hit the giant? Because I'm
probably hit 2 of them without hitting the giant.
Then
that's not ideal, but I'm going to focus on hitting just 2 of them then.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
So
16 lightning if they do not hit a 15 dex save, 8 if they do save.
All right. You zap a couple that look very similar to the Taskmasters you've encountered so far. Doesn't seem like they got electroshocked, but they definitely got zapped as they hurry after their companions and the giant into the tunnel.
Okay. Do I have to resolve another round or two before we go back to the others, or?
So with them moving in, you see there are some Duergar down at the very bottom of the mine that you could take pot shots off if you like. There are 3 of them all spread out, but if you like, because what the party is doing with the minecart is taking a little bit, you can get off 3 more zaps and target each one of those Duergar individually.
Okay.
Are these Duergar supposed to be there?
Up on
the top layer.
On the top one? They actually just came up as your party went down into the secret space.
Okay, so if
there's
if they're still there,
they're enemies that need to be taken care of. So I will take my first attack on them, or of the 3 that you said I have left.
Go ahead. Ooh, they did not do well this time. 23 damage?
23 lightning damage.
23 lightning damage.
Holy shit. Nope, their resistance does not affect that. Okay.
And they're still alive?
And they're still alive?
They are. The guard looks shaken. The taskmaster looks not very good at all.
Good.
Good.
I'm
glad that I'm obscured by this cloud and have blind sight. I'm going to hit them again.
All right. Oh no.
Woof.
Yeah, so that's 14. Yeah, they both get electrocuted.
Perfect.
Perfect.
So
So that's one,
3 rounds in.
3 rounds in.
That
That was my second round. So one there, and then
there's
there's 3 more, and then 1, 2.
So I
have one more attack left. You said there was.
I know that you mentioned there were
There's
I know
other
that you mentioned there were
bridges.
other bridges. You said there were other bridges in the mine shaft.
Do I,
with my blind sight, do I notice that someone
is
actually on one of those bridges, or is everyone seeming to be on the edges?
Nope, everyone seems to be on the edges right now. The only ones in the middle of the room, kind of under your storm cloud, are the 3 Duergar on the very base of the mine, the bottom level. However, because of the way they're spread out, you could only target one of them at a time.
Okay, and if I hit
the downward steps at the bottom of the map, I can look further down then?
You want to fly down to the next level?
I would like to be able to see.
But I've been on the top level map, so I didn't know if there was like
multiple stairs I could
click on, so I could actually see what I'm dealing with down there to actually.
I can move them if you want.
Actually, I'm going to make copies of you on the different layers, so you can kind of see what the bat sees.
Okay.
Okay, so
it jumps me to
a different spot. Okay. Okay, those are some workers. There's a taskmaster way over.
We get one
there.
more out off, and then I'm going to double back to the group to see what everyone's doing as that mine cart is on its collision course.
Hold on. These two down here,
they are technically.
It looks like they're in
the range of the thundercloud.
So if I set it
right between both
They're
of them.
under a overhang.
Oh, so that's what that
dark shadow that lines up here is.
Roughly speaking, they're under this bridge on the second floor. If you can see me pinging in the bottom right.
Right, so
that's why I said on the right-hand side, this shadow line is that bridge.
So I could
feasibly hit maybe there, but I wouldn't really be able to hit them. Okay, fine.
Then
I will hit Taskmaster bitch face over here.
Okay.
I'll ping. There we go. So you can see it better.
Okay, roll for damage.
Oh, that's shitty.
6 lightning damage.
Alright, now circling back to Valor Company. Or the group of Valor Company, as lightning is firing off at various points in the mine. Konane, Felix, and Klinkle, what are you guys up to as Alistair, Jaeger, and Say get this minecart in motion?
I think just trotting along after until we can see something is what Felix is inclined to do.
Well, I can see just barely around the corner that there's stuff happening up there. Uphill a little bit.
Yeah, so as the group of you start to follow your companions out as the minecart goes careening down the ramp. You do see a pair of strange gnomes, hashtag strange gnomes. They saw Jaeger and Emmett emerge, and they kind of like jump a little bit, and they clutch their pickaxes, and they hold them threateningly out in front of them. And one of them calls over his shoulder, "Oi! I think I've seen them. They're over here, boss." As he went from Brooklyn to Cockney.
They were diverse people.
All right, from
Do I see the Taskmaster you won? I see a whole bunch of that. Is that one?
Yes, that one.
No,
all
it's
the way
Alistair.
that Alistair was pinging, that is a Taskmaster Duergar, recognizable by his robes and the whip he carries in one hand.
Cool. Let me check how far away he is.
Beside him is one of these stone guards.
Oh, that's fine. I would like a wisdom save from the Taskmaster, please. This is confusion.
Okay. Does confusion count as a charmed effect?
Nope.
Then that resilience does not come into play. Wisdom check, you said?
Correct.
No, he does not make that.
Delightful. Let me know when his turn starts and I'll tell you what he does.
Okay. There should be a... I don't see a confused icon, so he's going to be correct. All right, I will circle back to that because now we've got a runaway minecart to resolve that quickly outpaces the party. As it comes around this corner here, you see the stone guard ahead of you turn and see you about to collide with him. I'm going to give him a dexterity check.
I was going to shoot him before I got near him to collide with him, to be fair.
Go ahead. I'm going to give you advantage. If he survives, then we'll see if his dexterity check matters.
Oh my god.
Oh. Okay.
That's a 30 to hit
30 definitely hits.
for 30 damage. Or I'm sorry, 13 damage. I'm not that lucky.
Okay. You do have a second attack.
I do. 22 to hit for 13 damage again.
All right. So, he rolled a natural 1 on his dex check. So not only does he take 2 shots, but you collide with him, and the impact sends him hurtling off the edge of the bridge.
Bye. See ya.
Actually, it's going to go right there because as this thing hits him, he goes hurtling away. A large shape emerges from the tunnel ahead of you and leans forward and grabs the minecart just as it's about to hit him, and you and Emmett jerk against the front of the minecart as it comes to a stop.
The no fun police.
Is this the giant?
It
is
is
a
the
giant.
giant.
Hello. How would you like to be friends?
Say, looking up at this dark-skinned giant, some things that you notice immediately is he is larger than Stone Bones. He is not a stone giant. He is bigger. You see his eyes are a cloudy gray. You see his manner of dress, his pants look like they were once fine that are torn and dirty. He is shirtless and his upper body is covered in welts and scars and burns. You see him kind of narrow his eyes at you, and his expression actually seems somewhat sorrowful as he pushes against the minecart. And as you say that, I think at this point we need to roll for initiative.
Sounds good.
Could we have like a 5-10 minute break? I really
Yeah.
gotta use the bathroom.
That's fine. I want to refresh my water as well.
Hooray!
Sweet.
There is no active combat encounter.
What?
I tried to go into combat.
Yeah, combat's not started, so we can't roll initiative yet.
No.
Air.
Oh, he's that kind of giant.
He's that kind of giant. The fun kind.
The good news is if I murder everyone around him, he will eventually have no handlers left.
I mean, there's distinct possibility that Felix destroyed whatever was technically controlling him.
And he just doesn't know it yet.
Told him.
This is a Rarn.
Does
What
the
are you-
nat 20 in the pool count for initiative?
No.
Okay.
Let's be honest, I'm actually here because I'm in the minecart.
Apparently, when I rolled for initiative, it rolled it like
Actually,
5
it
times.
rolled it like
so
5
my first
times.
roll
So
was
my first
a
roll was a
9.
9.
Just as a heads up.
Just as a heads up.
Appreciate it.
So how many times can you set off chain lightning in a round?
I can only.
I can release
I can.
I can
In a minute.
in a
once
minute
Per round.
once per round.
So it was just that.
So it was just that
The
the amount of time that you guys took on your turn was
24
roughly
seconds, so I was able to
24
get off
seconds,
4
so I was
shots.
able to get off 4 shots.
Want to make sure I get all the bat talisons in out of position. Alright, I need to make some rolls for all these assholes. And then I need to tweak them because some of them are acting in groups. Wow, that cloud giant rolled really low on initiative.
Good for us.
Very good. Whew. Where is the confused one?
I've pinged him.
Oh, he's down. No, I was looking for him in initiative. All right, he's actually after Felix. Be right back. I need to fill my water bottle.
Oh, they've been outside this entire time.
Oh, I did forget someone.
Oh my gosh, there's so many Duergar.
Sorry for
Speed
poking
run.
things. Trying to fix the elevation of this minecart. Let's just push the minecart off to the side. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, I'm in the minecart. I was above the minecart. I don't know why it was not showing
He
Emmett
was
above
above the minecart on your end?
it. Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Interesting. Did Emmett show above the minecart?
No.
He did for me.
Oh, maybe
Maybe
the
his clan
controller of
side.
the token sees that token on top of all others. I see Say on top of it now.
I did a quick copy paste with the token to try to fix it.
Huh.
But it was never broken on Heather's end, so.
Here, come on. Let's go. Want some water? Get some water. Person,
We haven't begun combat yet, right?
Waiting for
We're rolling initiative
everyone
and
to
we're
get
waiting for everyone to get. Yeah.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. Do we have everyone?
I'm here.
I know Say's here. Taliesin?
Here.
Here.
Kanane?
Yep.
Felix?
Yep.
Alrighty. Everyone's here, so I think we can launch into things.
Heck.
Alright, everything is spread out and chaotic and happening at once.
That's
Alistair,
how we like it.
Alistair, you hear shouts from around the corner. You heard distant pews. You know what to listen for, which is the only reason why you heard them.
To be fair, that was not magic
No,
bullets.
it
that
wasn't
was
a pew, it
shotgun
was a
shells.
shotgun.
Those were booms.
So there were some booms down there.
Big boom.
Oh shit, I didn't roll for it. Oh, that figures. Alright. Alistair, what do you do?
One moment. Okay. I'm gonna call after Jaeger. Doctor, do you want to be in the thick of it?
Of course.
Giant or not giant?
Yes.
Okay, well, that doesn't work.
I thought he was asking if he wanted to be
really
giant.
should have known better.
Alright, so Alistair is going to, let's see, what's the distance here? Alright, so just quick, does Jaeger want to be next to the giant or next to the big fight?
Big fight.
Big fight, okay.
Actually, no. Giant. He should probably be next to the giant. Yes, let's do giant.
Okay. Alistair swiftly reaches to his hip and opens up the little latched component where the swarm is currently residing. A bunch of tiny little mechanical dragonflies shaped like dragons. He snaps his fingers and points at Jaeger. Alright, do the thing, move the guy! And Jaeger is suddenly swarmed by this cluster of faintly glowing, orangey colored mechanical flies. And I'm gonna cast Vortex Warp.
What?
I'm gonna cast Vortex Warp.
The shit is Vortex Warp?
Jaeger folds into himself
Oh no.
That sounds uncomfortable.
and reappears 90 feet away. Yeah, range within 90 feet.
I also think the mine
So you-
cart got moved because it was supposed to be up against the.
I'll take care of the minecart. Post the spell.
Cool. I've posted the spell. It's in rolls. Okay, so Jaeger wants to be closer to the giant.
Yes.
Huh.
The dragonflies dissipate, and Alistair's going to use his movement. To get over here. You can use a bonus action to call after Emmett. Emmett! Protect those two! And that's going to be my turn.
All right. As you start running off that way, and something happens to Jaeger that Elaine is marveling at. He's still invisible. He's going to come over here and look down the ramp, up the ramp, makes a snap decision, and he's going to point his staff up past Alistair, past the strange gnomes, towards the taskmaster that Felix had targeted with confusion. Let's see here. How about a bit of bad luck? And as he uses his action and comes into visibility again, the air in the distance warps, and let's see if it has any effect. Okay, it is a charisma save. Oh, he chose the right save for these people. Okay, they are going to be cursed. I'll come back and handle. Actually, Rob, can you put the cursed status on all the bad guys in there?
He just brought Oliver out, so.
Okay, never mind. I will come back to that. we'll move on to this guy.
He said he can do it in a minute as he yells inside, trying to get Oliver to go potty.
Alright, as a Duergar that still seems to be smoking a little bit moves past the giant to where Jaeger has just appeared. And he's going to attack you, Jaeger. How does he want to attack you? This Duergar looks a little different than the guards upstairs. He wields a lance that is with a glowing red tip, and he's going to try and jab it into you. All right, so that is a 14. That does not hit. Second attack is a 22.
That hits.
All right, you take 6 piercing damage and 2 fire damage as the tip pierces your skin and there's a little burst of fire.
Jaeger winces at it. Oh, I'm taking that.
Then these 2 goblins are going to rush forward and attack Alistair. They are flailing wildly with their pickaxes.
They are flanking wildly with their pickaxes. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
One of them manages to hit you, whereas his partner swipes past you and... Oh, actually, that was a natural 1, so let me make him do a dex check.
Oh, no.
He teeters on the edge of the bridge, windmilling his arms, but he manages to catch himself. So the one that did hit you... Let's see, pickaxe. How much damage would you say? 1d4, that's about right.
It hit?
Yes. Oh. That would have been a... Actually, let me check with you, because your AC is stupid. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
That misses.
Misses. You have a shield, don't you?
Yes.
All right. You catch the pick on the shield.
Kink.
That's it for him. There's this giant is blocking the way for all of the other guys coming up the stairs.
They're smaller than him, right?
They are, but they can't end their turn into space.
Oh.
And the minecart is taking up all the rest of the space.
All right.
So that area is effectively blocked for the moment.
Happy accidents.
Oh god, I didn't realize there were so many enemies in this block. Alright, Rob, do me a favor.
Yes.
All the bad guys in here, mark them as hexed.
All of them? Okay.
Except this one.
Gotcha.
Alright, so this guy. Yeah, he's going to disappear from sight. As will that guy. This guy.
Him too?
Yes.
Done.
He moves forward, dragging a dwarf with him. Sees the goblins flailing at Alistair, and he's going to yell at them in Undercommon. Again, understandable to those of you with the comprehend language, various spells up.
The two of you put your back into it, or I'll bury you in the deepest pits of these mines. Stop fooling around.
And they are going to use their reactions to make more attacks against Alistair.
Sweet.
So 19 doesn't hit you?
Nope.
Okay, one did
You gotta
just score a natural
Need to
20.
beat 20.
And okay, so the first one, he swings wildly at you, and you just use your shield to bat it aside. While you're batting him aside, the one that nearly fell off catches his balance and swings his pick back at you. This one catches you with a crit.
Okay.
So that is going to be 9 damage. And that's all he got.
Okay, I'm going to use a reaction to activate my repulsion shield.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he actually lands a blow, so the shield begins to hum and thrum, and Alistair bucks back and is going to throw this goblin 15 feet. I'm going to choose the direction.
Okay, because he was teetering on the edge there.
Yeah, it's kind of like a backhanded swing with the shield.
All right, so just trying to bat him further up the slope.
Yep, further up the slope, 15 feet up the slope. Sorry! Well, not really sorry. Ow!
All right, so he lets out a as he gets repelled up the slope. All right, more of these guys down in the basement are snarling up at the giant.
Don't just stand there, get moving!
And that's all they can do. He's blocking the way, and it is Say's turn. Kanani on down.
I really hope that whatever was controlling him got dispelled, and he realizes shortly that he's no longer under their yoke.
What do they have on you? I'm gonna look at the cloud giant, and this is a bad guy? Yeah, it doesn't look like Jaeger. I'm gonna shoot the bad guy.
Shoot the bad guy.
That one.
He most certainly is a bad guy. Oh, something you would also notice as you ask that of the giant, Say, because you can see what condition he's in, you see a large metal collar around his neck.
I'm not gonna shoot the bad guy.
Okay.
Oh god, this is I feel like this is some sort of weird poetry. Alright, don't smack me, and I'm going to climb the giant.
Yes, do it.
Okay, that's going to be an opposed grapple check because the giant doesn't necessarily want you to climb him. Okay, yeah, he's going to oppose you with his athletics check.
Is there any in the pool?
There's
No.
one, isn't there?
No, I used one and Felix used the other.
Someone rolled a third 20.
Yeah, so there was a third 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Emmett T-posed into the cart.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah. So there's one more.
I'm gonna
So,
use that one in
um,
order to have advantage.
I'd also I'd also like to remind if you are climbing a larger creature, there's an optional rule to use acrobatics instead of athletics.
Oh, I would like to use acrobatics, yes.
I'll allow
DM
it.
discretion.
And I will say, as you've declared you want advantage, this giant did roll surprisingly low for a giant, so
24.
Even had you rolled a 15, you climb the giant.
Nice.
Cool. I have lockpicks. I'm going after at that collar.
Give me a quick investigation check.
I'm a really bad rogue, y'all.
That's fine. As you scale up his body and he's trying to grab you with his free hand unsuccessfully, you get to the collar and you can see that the metal is more of that ruinous metal. It's dark steel that's threaded through with veins of red. You don't see a keyhole, but at the very back you can see a large, it's almost like a buckle built around a gemstone. It looks kind of like an aether stone. However, the light seems to be flickering erratically.
I'm gonna do my damnedest to get the buckle undone.
You don't see any way to get the buckle undone.
Can I smash the aether stone?
You can certainly try. However, you did just try to climb the giant.
Right.
So I'm going to say that that'll use up your action this turn.
I can't think of if Say would think of a different way to do that other than, I don't know, smash it.
That seems appropriately Say.
It feels like appropriately Say. Yeah, she's gonna use the butt of her dagger because she's not using her goddamn shotgun for this.
You know what, Say? Give me a moment to think.
Okay. Okay, you know what?
Because of some remarkably high foresight earlier, that gem is not glowing. So when you move to try and undo the latch, you are able to unbuckle what seems to be or would have been a magical buckle had the magic of this collar been active.
Right, was it that? And I'll just toss the collar off of the ledge, probably.
It is so large and heavy that once you unbuckle it, it just kind of like slides forward and drops off of his neck.
That's fair.
And you feel him stiffen below you, as though in surprise. And then you hear the Duergar mutter a sound that you know, even though you don't speak the language, is undoubtedly a curse.
Please don't throw me. I've been thrown by enough giants for one lifetime. Thank you.
All right. That's it for you, Say.
Yeah, that's everything.
Kanane, you're up.
Alistair ran around the corner. Say and company are down there. Shit.
Alistair is fending off strange gnomes.
Alright, well I'm gonna get to here. And since they seem to be also slaves, unfortunately, Kanane is going to use Firebolt, but we're going to eat a sorcery point for that to make it into a Thunderbolt. I also apparently fell off of the map.
Don't worry about it.
I'm still here.
There we go.
I'm stuck in a wall. What are you doing to me?
Don't worry about it.
I'm stuck in glassware number 2.
Alright, we're back.
Alright, you're back.
Alright, so what was I doing?
Firebolt's changing it to something different.
To Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt.
Thunder is loud and... Yeah, so where am I? I am under...
Thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening.
There we go. Alright, let's...
Who are you targeting?
The not gnome that's closest to Alistair.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll for your attack.
Is a 16 hit.
Yes, it does.
Alrighty. There it is. He takes 9 points of thunder damage.
Okay. So you throw out your palm and there's just a crack of sound that hits him and kind of bowls him over. I'm going to say given his HP and the amount of damage you did, that's enough to make him fall prone. And he just starts groaning on the floor. He is in so much pain.
I did not want to hurt you, but you came and attacked. That's not good. Maybe you should not do that. Okay.
Just stay down. Stay down. Stay down.
She got me, boss. She got me.
Is he like being melodramatic?
Give me an insight check.
Sure.
I want an inside check. What's an 18 get me?
Alistair?
That's a 21.
No, he's not. He's on 1 HP. He is hurt.
Is he playing along? No, he's really hurt. That ends my turn.
All right, Taliesin, you are up. Clinkle on deck.
Okay, so I see Fancy Boy over here. And I'm actually going to aim at the wood just beneath his feet, just at the very edge, so that I'm only going to hit him.
All right, kind of like just beneath him.
Yep. And I don't know how weak that wood is, but if it has a chance to break away beneath him, that would be fantastic too. But
Roll for damage, and that's a dexterity, right?
Yep, dexterity.
Yep, dexterity.
Ooh, that's not good. All right. There's a crack of lightning right behind him. Say and Jaeger, you both see him just suddenly stiffen and smoke in his armor as he stumbles backwards off the edge. He's gone.
Oh, bye.
Question. Felix is completely disappeared.
Yup.
Oh no.
Also off of the initiative, it looks like.
What happened to Felix?
The initiative was 4, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember Felix was low. Okay, let's get Felix back in the team.
Sure. Do you remember where Felix was?
Oh, now I'm there.
Yep, we're getting you
Michael.
set back up.
Will it take me?
I know you were... I made you 4.1 because I always give players initiative over NPCs who tie. There we go. All right, so sorry.
Did they just disappear again?
Looks that way.
Why did Felix?
What? Yeah, they just
Yeah, they just vanished.
Oh, hold on. Nope, that didn't work.
I see Felix again.
I see Felix again.
Okay, you should be set.
Okay, Felix exists.
I am watching you in case you disappear again. All right. Taliesin, you killed the dwarf, Duergar.
Awesome.
Awesome. With that, I'm going to bat myself
down a little bit. More towards this level, but sticking towards
the
pillar,
so that I'm not drawing too much attention. I'm still looking like a bat. And that will be my turn. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, you can go ahead and move your bat form on the second map to where you want it. Alrighty. Klinkle, you're up. Jaeger, you're next.
Okay, so I've realized that we're level 9, and therefore I do splash damage.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna move here, and I'm going to whip. Let's see. Let's stick with an acid bomb at this fellow at max range.
You do see as you move into position that in one of his hands he's holding one of the miners.
I have smart alchemy, so if a creature is not hostile to us or what have you, they succeed all their saves. And the splash damage is dex save.
All right, a dex save.
Yep. So basically, this dude will have to make a dex save of 16. It actually doesn't even mention whether. Let me double check to see if I hit or just in general. It's just in general, so.
Okay, so.
Make an acid bomb against the first fellow.
All right, so let's see here. Oh. All right, so Klinkle, as you go and hurl this bomb at the largest of the Duergar you've seen that is not enlarged, for a brief moment, as your bomb is going through the air, you see almost like a shadow behind him of a cloaked figure. The cloak kind of flaring out briefly, and then it's there and gone in the blink of an eye. And he scores a natural 1 because he had disadvantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say any non-friendly within 10 feet of the boss guy, him.
Okay. It's got a 10-foot splash.
Against my spell DC for the splash damage. For 10 damage.
So there's a bad guy behind him who also needs to roll.
Yeah.
It's within 10 feet of the square occupied by your target.
Alright, he actually makes it.
Nothing happens on a success.
Alright, so 10 acid damage.
Yep. And let's go for basic bomb number 2.
Are these more dex saves?
Yep, it's going to be dex saves all around, with the exception of the friendly. Jesus Christ, why?
Okay.
Can't roll anything above single digits.
right.
And that's gonna be my turn.
All right, Jaeger, you are up as the Duergar hit by the acid bomb are crying out in frustration and pain.
If that thing is off here, to move out of the way. And Jaeger's gonna try to get past him, but I can't even click the thing.
I can move you. 1 second. Because he will not oppose your movement.
Alright, there we go.
You find a bunch of Duergar in front of you.
Okay. Jaeger's gonna pop rage and immediately this one under me with the words looks like he's got a spell thing on him, looks like a magician.
Which one? Ping? Oh, the one you're hovering over?
Yeah.
He's actually another of those guys holding one of the large lances that you saw that attacked you. The one in front of you is shrouded in robes, and the two behind him are armed with whips.
Alright, I'm going to attack the one indeed below me with the lance.
Okay.
And this is because I do have the shield equipped. This is one-handed.
Got it.
So that is a 14 to attack.
With a 14, he uses his lance to knock your Warhammer aside.
We're going to try again. Oh, that's worse.
That is worse.
Rolled a 2 on die.
No luck as he as he's parrying your Warhammer with his lance. He's holding it like a staff.
Well, we're gonna actually end there out of spite.
Okay. So in front of you, all right, let's see here. Okay. He lifts what looks to be a strange rod in one hand, and he kind of grins as you as you basically stand your ground in front of him, and he growls. Oh yeah, you speak Undercommon. You hear him say,
Telemon, I have a task for you to perform. Kill this intruder for me.
You see out of the corner of your eye, the giant turns, looks down at you, past you to the Duergar, and narrow his eyes. And he speaks.
No.
Jaeger, you see the Duergar's face kind of go pale. He looks at the rod, looks at you, and then he reduces himself and runs away.
Fuck that guy!
He knows he pissed off a cloud giant.
You can make an opportunity attack if you want, but as he's reduced, he's able to get a bonus.
No, we're gonna let him go. We've still got plenty of people here to deal with.
I was gonna say, would in opportunity attack you just grab him, chuck him over the edge?
Just grab him by the leg and whip up against the wall.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is a cave. Spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no place to just toss him out into the wild blue yonder.
Felix disappeared from the turn order again, but Felix is up next.
Delightful. my stuff is concentration. That's annoying.
Felix, you do know your confusion is still up.
Yeah, that's why I need to not do another concentration thing. That's not concentration. That's fun. Are we at the very bottom? It looks like there's more layers here.
Yeah, you're on the second floor, so there's still more mine beneath you.
Okay.
I'd say you can see the giant across the way that you spoke to.
Yeah, sure can.
Say is currently riding on his shoulders.
Yeah. We'll move 15 feet forward, get the lay of the land. Yeah, I really... Is the Mind Master still visible?
The Mind Master?
I cannot tell which of these guys is which. I'm sorry, I don't see the
Oh.
see tokens. Okay, if Alistair's pinging him, that's great.
Oh yeah, the Taskmaster.
No, the one who was just talking.
Oh, the Mind Master. Okay.
Yeah.
He is on the bottom level. He is out of sight of you. Right behind the giant, it's a tunnel that doesn't open up until a little further on.
Okay.
So Jaeger had disappeared into the tunnel, and that's where he's encountering the other Duergar.
Okay. Oh, cool. Doesn't look like looks like I can hit him without damage and confusion, so that's nice. I am going to try to get... Oh, for crying out loud. Foundry is giving me all sorts of nightmares. I'm gonna catapult the rock at it, the luckstone at the Taskmaster is what I'm trying to do. If Foundry will let me. Yep.
Okay.
Here you
go. Oh, dexterity check.
Dexterity check. It's not actually a 17 though, because this is a wizard spell. It would be a 13.
13 definitely hits.
Cool. Takes 17 bludgeoning damage as the rock drops back into my hand.
You beam him in the forehead, and you see the Duergar drop.
Oh, that worked better than I thought. Oh, save me defend. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna step back and wave at the giant. That's Felix's turn. I am not gonna wave at the giant because it still wants me to do all sorts of things that are not move my token. But that's my turn.
Alright. So now we've got some guards. What are they going to do? They're going to spread out. And they are going to hold for now, which brings us to the giant. A giant who is very angry and freed from his whatever was holding him. As he turns, say he does not resist you riding on his shoulder, and he reaches out for the Duergar next to Jaeger. Okay, wow, they actually did not give him a slam attack, so let's just see. Yeah, that's more than enough. And let's see for damage. Yeah, we'll say this is the same day. All right, Jaeger, that Duergar beside you, you see the giant at your back reach forward, wrap one fist around the Duergar's chest, and just slam him up into the ceiling. And the Duergar falls back to the ground dead.
Okay, so it's a really good thing that he's on our side now.
Woo! Oh yeah.
Dead 3 times.
He got hit so hard, he just keeps dying.
Ultra kill!
He's in a death ward.
There's a good reason why all the Duergar that saw that collar fall off the giant said, "Oh shit."
What is he going to do now? He can't really go any further because Jaeger's in his way. So he turns and looks down into the pit and sees a Taskmaster down below. So he turns around, lifts the minecart up off the track, and hurls it down at the Taskmaster on the base.
Oh.
Oh, eat shit, bitch! Oh my god!
Yeah, that's an instant kill.
Oh, jeez.
Does this destroy the minecart as well?
This
Oh, that
destroys the
minecart's
man.
fucked. That minecart went to minecart heaven. It's dead. Dead. This is great.
And he's going to actually step back a little bit in case anyone wants to move around him. And he will say quietly to you, surprisingly, quietly for a giant, which still kind of like makes your bones vibrate.
I don't know who you are, but thank you.
Right, I'm Say, this is Valor Company, and we're here to free everyone and collapse the mine.
A worthy task, but there are others we must free first.
That is it for him. All right, round 2 begins. Alistair, you are up.
Alright, I'm going to take a free action to drop my torch. Is it a bonus action to draw a weapon from a scabbard?
Free action if you intend to use it.
Alright, so I'm going to take out the longsword, keen longsword, and I don't have the movement speed to actually get to place. So there are no good spells for this. Yeah, no, let's do it. I'm just gonna run forward.
Heading in that direction?
Heading in that direction.
You actually get about right there when you crash into something you can't see and rebound backward.
Rebound backward. Okay. There's
You
like
hear a
nothing.
grunt.
I hear a grunt. I would like to stab at grunt.
All right.
Ah!
Attack
There's a
with
thing!
disadvantage.
Attack with disadvantage. Okay. That would have been nice. That would have been real nice. That's going to be an 18 on die.
That hits. At disadvantage, an 18.
It was a 19 and an 18. That would have been a crit. That's going to be 1d8 plus 6 with some magic. 12 points of slashing damage. And I'll use my second attack.
Go for it.
That's not going to be as good.
Well, the second attack will not be with disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Because you made him
so that's
visible
going to-
with your first attack.
That's going to be a 20 unnatural.
Oh, that hits.
Okay. For 9 points of slashing damage. Gotta check a feature real quick. 1 second. Oh yeah, magic weapon attack. The sword begins to crackle with this orange square-edged energy, like little cubes splitting off the sides. And I'm going to hit it with an arcane jolt.
Okay.
For 2d6 additional force damage. It's not smite. It's like Kroger smite. 7 points of force damage.
All right. You slash wildly and end up doing a severe amount of damage to this enemy.
Fantastic.
Sparks flying every direction.
Sparks flying in every direction. We can see what's happening with the giant, right? Nope, you know what? Emmett's just going to keep working with the others in defending. He cannot move because there's things in the way, so that's going to be my turn.
Well, he probably would see Jaeger surrounded by enemies and move towards him, right?
Yeah, he's set to defend. Can he get through Telemaine Square? Telemon?
Yeah. He allows him.
All right. So that's 20 of his... Oh, bye. See ya. Bye.
He has places to be.
All right. Yeah, he'll trudge on forward.
All right.
All right. So he's still defending, so he's not going to attack.
Got it. All right. Next up is Elaine. All right. He's going to step forward. Let's see, how close does he have to be to do this? Uh, 120 feet. All right. Alistair, stop attacking that one. I have plans for him. And he'll throw out his other hand and make a twisting motion and attempt to charm him, not knowing that they are resistant.
I mean, snake eyes can happen.
But not very wise. So, okay. All right, around his brow, you see a twisted crown of orange thorns appear.
Yeah, I'm going to flinch back a little bit and not continue the assault.
All right, and that's it for Elaine. That guy is dead.
So I've noticed a small flaw with the programming of my basic bombs.
They didn't include your proficiency.
No, it's not a 10-foot radius. It's 10 foot from the target. So that should be a square, not a circle.
All right, so the two goblins, the one on the floor just suddenly rolls over onto his back, is like, I'm dead, and stops moving.
Oh, okay.
You can still see his chest rising and falling, though.
Nice.
And then the one behind you speaks in common as he raises his pick. Hey, sorry, guy. No, nothing against you, but things will go bad for the queen if we don't listen to these guys. You know how it is. And then he'll attack you.
Be reminded about the shield that's gonna fling him if he hits.
Oh shit! This is the one that got flung backwards.
Yeah,
right?
same one who got flung backwards.
Go careening off the edge.
As he swings his pick at you, he's going to shout, "Just don't aim over the edge!" But he misses. His heart's not in it.
Oh, no. Alistair feels sympathy.
Alright, that's it for the goblin. Alright, so we've got this Duergar, who is now under Elaine's thrall. Must use its action before moving on each of its turn to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that I mentally choose. Alright, so... Well, he knows, even though Alistair does not, he knows that he... no, Elaine has to be the chooser. Shit. Alright, so Elaine can't force him to attack someone other than Alistair this turn.
It's fine, Alistair's used to being let down by Elaine.
Oof.
Ooh, ouch.
Oh, that sucks. I didn't read far enough. Oh well. Alright, he's in phalanx formation. But Alistair is stupid tanky. So he just swipes at the air without doing anything, and his eyes are crazed. But I'm going to say he's just focused on the attack, and that's all that he does.
Alistair just kind of dips and twists and dives and looks back to Elaine. Is it working? I don't think it's working!
You may want to back away now.
Oh, now you tell me!
Meanwhile, Invisible Dude moves up and drops invisibility as the air behind you shimmers as the form of a giant Duergar appears. And he is going to attempt to attack you.
Okay. That's going to be a hit. Okay, so the first attack that hits, I would like to use the repulsion shield as a reaction to blast him 15 feet.
Into the waterfall behind him.
Is it possible to backhand him and throw him over the bridge?
Well, yeah, that would be into the waterfall, but 15 feet
Sure.
would put him into the water rather than over the edge. So he used 5, 10 to get there. Then he hits you for 8 piercing damage, gets knocked back 15 feet. All right, so he used 10 feet of his movement. Okay, he's going to try to jump back over onto the bridge. Large creek, that's only a 5-foot, 10-foot gap. I'm going to make him do an athletics check to try and get back in position. Oh. So he leaps back into the fray with you and attacks with his second attack. And this one hits for 13 damage.
Oof.
All right. The Duergar boss in back is annoyed. Okay. So he's going to, as he stomps forward, Alistair, as you are the closest, you can see that He does stand larger than all the other Duergar around him, aside from the enlarged ones. You see he wears kind of a mix of ornate cloak and tunic with fairly lighter armor that seems very sturdily built. And he clomps forward on heavy boots with metal, looks like a metal plate in the form of claws on the front, and a broad belt embroidered with Duergar runes. He looks very grumpy and unhappy.
So I hear you like to play with fire.
He says an undercommon, which you don't understand, but he takes a deep breath, then pitches forward and unleashes a line of flame from his mouth 100 feet long.
Oof.
Can I do counterspell?
This is not a spell, it is an ability.
It's an ability? Shit.
And he's going to do it in a line to try and catch as many enemies as possible, and he doesn't care about his allies. Alright, so he should be able to get Klinkle, Konane, Alistair, and then the goblin and his own trooper in the line of fire. So I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
I got 21.
18.
18. Klinkle?
11 on die. Or 11 in the thing. I'm not rolling more than single digits.
Alright, Klinkle, you... What?
Oh, sorry. Proceed.
Alright, Klinkle, you take 14 fire damage, everyone else takes 7. Alright, that's it for him. And then Duergar Taskmasters against Jaeger. Actually, one is going to strike at Jaeger and one is going to strike at Emmett because they don't actually know what Emmett is.
He's a friend.
So Jaeger, 2 attacks. The only one that might hit is a 22.
That does hit.
Alright, that does 8 slashing damage, which is halved because you're raging to 4.
Okay.
And 3 psychic damage.
So 7 damage. And then Jaeger's gonna take that hit, but suddenly lean back as his shield repels the attacker.
He is will that work if the attacker is 10 feet away from you?
Alistair, will it work?
Checking.
One attack is also going... doesn't Emmett in defense mode, isn't he able to do something about that too?
He can impose disadvantage on one attack by using a reaction.
Okay, you want to do it against the one that hit Jaeger?
Yeah, we'll impose disadvantage on the attack.
Okay, then never mind, it doesn't hit.
It also just says that it has to be a melee attack. It does not say that it has to be within 5 feet.
Right, we'll note that for you next time. However, in imposing disadvantage for Jaeger, Emmett takes a hit of 24.
That's gonna hit.
Alright, that is 10 slashing and 2 psychic.
Checking something.
Say will be up as soon as this is resolved. Kanane on deck.
He is not resistant to psychic. Good to go.
All right. Say you're up.
All right, I'm gonna pat my new friend on the shoulder. Right, so, I'm gonna go down there and help Jaeger. If you want to go that way, you can, and be very helpful over there, but it's your choice. I'm not the boss of you. And I'm going to scamper...
As you say that, Say, he reaches up one hand and just kind of plucks you off of his shoulder and sets you on the ground in front of him.
Wonderful. I will give him a cheeky wave and run in after Jaeger.
All right. Click on the stairs. Or is it right click the stairs?
Should be left click.
Left click.
There we go.
You've made friends.
Moving you out of there so you don't accidentally click the stairs and get caught in the vortex.
Fair.
That's what we call them?
More or less. Great. So... I'm gonna move so that I have flanking with Jaeger. If it will let me.
I will say...
It's not letting me.
You'll probably have to parkour up around the wall to get on the other side.
That
of
is
the bad
easy
guy.
enough to do.
Yeah. I just moved you over. I don't know why we can't move you, but we'll figure that out.
Because now I have flanking with Jaeger and Emmett.
Flanking with Emmett for now, since Jaeger is still 5 feet away. But Emmett is an ally.
Emmett is an ally.
A friend, really.
Truly, a friend. Sorry, I'm looking to see if I can do anything fun.
I was like, I'm very tempted to Scorch and Ray this bastard because fucking Christ.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Whap! Alright, so I'm gonna pull out my damn shotgun again.
Okay.
Point it at this gentleman who is flanking with Emmett.
Okay.
And I don't know how this works. We'll probably have to rewrite this knack at some point. But I'm going to use the golden gun knack, which allows me to attack at a damage die and attack with radiant damage.
Oh. Okay.
It's a cleric-y thing that we didn't rewrite, but hey.
All right. You infuse your will into the gun as the shotgun begins to glow with golden radiant light, and you unleash it on the Taskmaster in front of you.
Squeeze out the last of your belief in Talos.
This has less to do with belief in Talos and more belief in your own skill.
Belief in these bullets.
Oh, I think Hannah dipped.
Yep, hard. We just hit the hard line.
Hard stop.
All right, that is enough to shotgun off in a gruesome display, the back of his head. He's dead.
Cool. This little guy, do I see him?
Yeah, he has not hidden yet, so you see him scampering away.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna use my bonus action to aim, and then I'm gonna shoot him.
You did move this turn.
Ah, shit, never mind then. I'll still shoot him.
Alrighty. $18. Because he is reduced, that does not hit him. Because he has a bonus to his AC because he's so tiny.
Well, damn. It's like shooting a rat.
Yep. He's serpentine.
In that case, I'll just turn back to the guy in front of me. And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Tanane, you're up. Talison's on deck.
He's in range, which is great. I have to move. I do not like you, and I want to send you home. I hope you're not from here. I'm gonna cast Banishment on him.
On the Warlord? Or the Foreman?
Yeah, the guy I pinged. I'm gonna hope I succeed.
Alright. What is the...
The DC is 16 Charisma.
16 Charisma. Charisma?
Shot at his mouth.
You see him blink away. Up. Elaine lets out a whoop behind you.
Whew, I was really hoping he'd fail. Now it's to see if he's gonna come back and be angry or not. So Kanani's
You have to maintain concentration for a minute.
Yep, she's gonna maintain concentration for a minute. So with that, I am going to hide back into the corner over here.
Run away, run away, run away!
Just be aware,
Nice.
there's a door there, and someone might come out the door.
Through the door.
Well,
That's what Firebolt is for.
that's what Firebolt is for. And that will end my turn.
Alright. Taliesin, you're up. Twinkle's on deck.
Okay. Well,
Okay. You know what? Fuck these two Duergar on bottom floor in particular. I'm going to aim at the center between them. And because that allows a 5-foot radius to hit them, that is where I'm shooting.
He's the ones on the bridge.
Oh, he's gonna get fucked.
Alright, dexterity saves. They both failed.
$14 lightning damage to both of those assholes.
Alright, they are startled as they're suddenly struck by lightning.
And yeah, even though I can see, so there's 5 Duergar that I can see alive down there, including the 2 that I just attacked. I can't do anything else. So that'll be my turn.
Just sniping down all the far-flung reinforcements. Alright.
Just fucking
shit up. You're up. Jaeger's on deck.
Now, I've got a question. Can I, like, look down and drop bombs on people?
You can see that there are 2 Duergar on the rail bridge beneath you.
I don't think I can hit the big dude without hitting an unfriendly that is reluctantly unfriendly, and I don't feel like...
You see these guys over here.
Okay. And they're gonna say space-wise.
They're like 5 feet. There's a 5-foot gap between them.
Well, it's a good thing that my bomb is anything within 10 feet of them.
Yep. Just gonna hurl bombs down at them.
Yeah.
Alright, more dexterity checks.
Well, this guy's gonna be normal, the one on the bottom. It's the guy on the top that's gonna be dexterity checks. Let me check.
How many checks does he need to do?
He's gonna be 2.
All right. And it's DC
16.
16. All right, he does make 1.
17 to hit the first fellow for 9 damage.
All right, he's able to deflect the first one, which is why the second one gets acided in the face.
And
but the second one hurts.
For 12 damage.
All right, so the first one was how many damage for the first one?
A 9. It looks like when I roll 2 attacks, it like eat each other.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Oh, and I'm.
All right, there we go.
For that thing.
They are both very hurt.
See if I can get rid of those because I don't need templates right now.
All right, anything else for you?
That'll be my turn. Because
All right.
I'm still keeping an eye out to see if what's his name comes back so I can scorch a ram if he does.
All right, Jaeger, you're up.
Okay. Jaeger's gonna step forward. No preamble, no speech. Just start bonking his head. This guy in the head.
Bonk.
Boink.
Whack-a-mole. You do have advantage.
Yeah. 16 to hit.
16 definitely hits this guy, and that's yeah, that's enough to whack-a-mole him. He's been whack-a-mole.
All right, cool. Jaeger doesn't care about the shrimp leaving. He's gonna walk back this way. Quickly pick up that cool lance.
Okay.
Actually, I don't need to move again. And touches earring. Everybody okay?
It's an action to respond, right?
No, free action. If for a very quick response.
Yeah.
Little Woozy, but alright.
I made him disappear. Now I am hiding.
No one else has come in the cave yet. So Jaeger's going to motion back to the stairs, indicating he's going to rejoin the others and start running back.
Okay.
Oh, you're still here.
Fastball special.
Yeah, I think that's let's see, 5, 10. 15 would let me get just past them with all of my movement.
Okay.
It's not letting me.
There you go.
I'm at the edge of his token. Okay. Yeah. Can we use a bonus act? Nope, it has to be another. No, yeah, we do have a bonus action. Bonus action is sprint.
It's an action to sprint.
Oh, well, screw it. We're
Unless
chilling.
you have an ability. Unless you have an ability that lets you do that.
That I don't.
Unless you're a rogue or monk. All right. So you head up that way. It is now the Mind Master's turn. Now that he's tiny and running, he promptly vanishes from sight as he casts invisibility on himself.
Oh, we're gonna be throwing splash damage down. Those are
I mean, that could be countered.
Small?
What?
Is it an ability that makes him small?
Yes.
Okay.
And an ability that makes him invisible.
Oh yeah, that's right. That fucking thing.
All right. Next is the bottom of the turn order. As it so happens, Felix shares their turn order with a couple other people, and I think I can resolve their actions, and then we'll pause at the end of the round without interrupting too much. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, these two Duergar, their last goals were to hold position and wait. Okay. The civilians there might probably end up doing something. And then the giant. So Jaeger, as you start to move past him, you see him turn away from the tunnel that you and Say were in as he starts to head up the incline.
We must find the foreman. He has the keys to the other collars.
Any idea where he is?
Above, somewhere. You will know him by his size.
just banished that bitch, didn't we?
And that is where we're going to end it for the night.
I mean, it's less than a minute, so Konani can drop concentration, and maybe he'll come back.
Keep him in torpor for what? 10 rounds? 10 rounds.
But
Yeah, he's yeah, if the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the target is banished with a faint popping noise, returning to its home plane. If the spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space left or in the nearest unoccupied space. Otherwise, he doesn't return.
So he's not gone yet.
Yeah,
And if Konami gets a message, she can choose to drop concentration to allow him to pop back.
well,
The giant's talking. It's pretty loud, right?
He is loud, despite being soft-spoken for a giant. His voice reverberates, but I would say with the echo and the clash of the fight, you can't quite hear him yet. You hear him, but it's kind of like you can't really distinguish his words. You just feel the vibration.
well,
When Jaeger asked everyone to pop off, Nani said, "I banished him, and I'm now hiding." So.
True. Jaeger and Say did hear him, the giant speak, though. All right, so we will end there for tonight. Apologies for the long gap in turn order. It always happens when there's so many enemies, but
We're whittling through.
you are speed running the mines.
We're gonna set a new record.
You've already beat the record of number of Duergar knocked off of ledges. You've got them kicked, pushed, hit with minecarts.
We freed the
Zap.
giant.